You know what the actual sad thing about all this is? If it wasn't for the rain, seriously, when I woke up, obviously Monday was yesterday, and today is now Tuesday, which, of course, happy Tuesday, everybody. But, obviously, since today, everyone's going, back to their old daily grind, which, can be annoying. I honestly wasn't feeling that way when I first woke up this morning, and then it started raining. Now I feel that way, so, hooray. Yes, it is Tuesday, the day after Memorial Day. I hope everyone had a wonderful Memorial Day yesterday. I hope you took the time to remember those who hopefully will never be forgotten. So, fought in the line of duty, and I really hope that you took the time to remember them yesterday. I know I did. So, with that said, yeah, we're back to having some pretty lousy weather. Yeah, it's going to be rain, but I'll definitely take rain over another 4-letter word that begins with letter S. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Yes, that one. Anyway, yeah, there's that. Stayed up for a little while, watched the first game of the Stanley Cup Finals between the St. Louis Blues and the Bruins. Which, and fun fact about the Bruins, and yes, unfortunately, and yes, this is Trinity Poly related. When I was at Trinity Poly, this was during the time when the Boston Bruins were one of the dominant forces in the NHL. Like them, the Flyers, and the Penguins were all really big. And it was actually during graduation, when the head prefect had a graduation speech. Yeah, it's actually one thing that Trinity Poly is different from Horseheads. See, when I graduate from Horseheads, or pretty much if you graduate from anywhere, usually the speeches are done by the salutatorian, who had the second highest GPA, and the valedictorian, which had the highest GPA. At Trinity Poly, however, the first speech was done by the valedictorian, who was actually the junior prefect, and the second speech was done by the head prefect. So why am I saying this? Well, during my head prefect's speech, who the head prefect is also one of the members of the 16 of the left. He's the one who was actually drafted into the NFL, but that's neither here nor there. After playing for about 5 years at Stanford, but again, neither here nor there. He actually talked about one individual who I do believe, who, if memory serves, he talked about how this one individual who had a cerebral palsy really wasn't able to speak at all, or he hardly ever spoke or something like that, until one day, out of the blue, he just said, "Go Bruins." So, that's kind of neat, I guess. So, yeah. Actually, another interesting fact about the valedictorian, the salutatorian at Horseheads is that he's also a member of the 16 of the left. He's actually now a very famous piano player, so that's really cool. But actually, it's more than just really cool. It's probably one of the greatest things ever. So, shout out to the both of y'all. Don't know if you're watching this, but if you are, just know that I'm thinking of you guys, because I'm like that. I'm nice like that. Plus, you guys are nice like that too. I actually also want to take an opportunity to point out that it was revealed yesterday via Twitter who the new prefects are at Trinity Poly. And I did this video a long time ago. Like when I was first starting to do videos, actually. Where I actually explained what a prefect is. And I may revisit that subject again one day in the future. But the only thing you really need to know about a prefect, at least from what I remember and what I took away from it, is a prefect is an upcoming senior, or who will be a senior in this upcoming year, who has, or basically, you could say they're kind of like the student leaders of the student population, I guess. And they're usually voted upon by fellow students, so the students actually get a say as to who it should be. Usually you have about 5 to 7 prefects at Trinity Poly. Funny enough, I had 6, so again, dead center. Although this is actually interesting. If memory serves, this is the first time that for an upcoming year, there's going to be 8 prefects. Yeah. Actually, more than what is normally, what they normally have. So, that's neat. 8 is, pretty cool. And, there's a picture of them, like, on Twitter, and they all seem like a really good group of guys, so from what I can tell, the students definitely, picked well. And the biggest takeaway I got from all 6 of the prefects from when I was at Trinity Poly, and I know for a fact one of them is watching it right now, the one who gave me the Malzinga shirt, actually, but again, I'm sure he's probably watching this right now. The biggest takeaway from the prefects that I can recall is, no matter what the mood, general atmosphere of the situation was, and believe me, winter of 2009 was not very kind to a lot of people for quite a few reasons. But through it all, the 6 prefects at Trinity Poly when I was there just always found a way to instill confidence in our fellow brothers. They just did. Whether it was, excelling in the sports they were playing regardless of the odds, whether it was just being able to, talk to you, if you need advice, or just having an overall positive attitude, no matter what was going on. And believe me, that definitely applies. The last one definitely applies to one of them, at least when I was there. Y'all know who y'all are. So, yeah, that's really cool. So, yes, again, congratulations to the now 8 individuals who will be prefects for the 2019-2020, Trinity Poly school year. Actually, if I recall, you guys should be having your finals soon. I mean, again, it's not even 6:30 in the morning. It's likely that some of them are either asleep or getting ready for the day. Getting ready for, your finals. So, just remember, whether you only have a few finals today, or they're all spread throughout the week, or maybe if you don't have any finals at all, I don't know. Regardless, study hard, make good choices, be sure to get your 8 hours of sleep, eat right, and before you know it, the week will be over. And you'll be able to go home and enjoy your summer as well. I mean, I don't know what the weather specifically is like at Poly, New York as of right now. For all I know, it could be raining just like it is here. But if it is that way, maybe by the time the week is up, the weather will be completely different and it'll give you something to look forward to for going home, wherever you are. If you live in New York or Connecticut or even other areas of the world. So, just take one day at a time while you're there. You're not there for that much longer. And, be sure to, if you are going to have fun at the cave, do it responsibly. Not that there'd be an issue in terms of, that, but you never know. And, yeah. And if you ever... And always know that the faculty is there, they most definitely have your back, so if you want to ask them any questions in preparation for your finals or just advice in general, you can easily go to them. That's actually one thing I never do bring up is that, I mean, yeah, I talk about, the students because, they're either my classmates or just overall nice guys that I was very happy to know. But the faculty at Trinity Poly, at least when I was there, and most likely still is like that now, is they're always very approachable. Even the ones who had the reputation for, being kind of hard-nosed, and I'm putting that mildly, if you felt like you could ask them for advice or help with anything, they would give it to you. In fact, truth be told, I could easily have more people on the 16 of the right or the left for that matter, whether they be students or faculty. I mean, if I did that, you'd have more than 16. I'd run out of room on my arm if I ever needed to write on my arm. But also, again, when it comes to the 16 of the right, you had to have been a coach I had who I felt would have given me, advice on athleticism, hard work, or just life in general. And to be a member of the 16 of the left, you would need to be a teammate. I've had the pleasure of, having as my teammate, and you've done something so incredibly extraordinary that, I have to always, remember you. Or if you're sadly no longer with us, then you're there out of, deep respect, as well as you were my teammate and therefore you had athletic prowess that, again, was extraordinary. That's why Andrew Einstein and Sean Bertanza are members of the 16 of the left, because even though, again, you have to be my teammate for something. I mean, good examples, again, are Andrew Einstein and Sean Bertanza. Sean Bertanza was a great basketball player, and Andrew Einstein was a great lacrosse player. But they were both my teammates in cross country, so that counts. So, yeah, there you go. That's how it works. Some individuals were my teammates and they just accelerated at that sport, so that's another thing how it works. Man, I guess we are really back to the old grind. Considering that's it is Tuesday, which is nice, but I'm just really hoping that, it's weird. Sometimes you get a short week, but it still feels longer anyway. I have no idea how that happens. I mean, it's more likely to happen in the month of February just because, at least in February, it's actually cold. Here, there's actually no excuse. It really should be nice right now, but there's like an 80% chance of rain. That's not cool at all. I don't know. I think I better, wrap this up before I start falling asleep. I mean, again, nothing new on Hot Ones, I say that, and I'll probably look on Instagram after this is all over, and then I'll see something on Hot Ones, I'm going to be like, oh, why didn't I talk about that? Oh, well, maybe later, I suppose. Oh, guess nothing to do now is take on the rest of the day. So, like, favorite, share, hit that subscribe button. I am very humbled I made this video. I lost my train of thought right there. That I made this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy for today. I'm hoping we have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Tuesday in spite of the weather that we're having right now. And remember, if any of you guys ever want to talk or chat, I'm always going to be here to lend an ear, and I'll always have your back. Take care, and make good choices. See ya.